Okay then, YouTube, I've decided in my infinite wisdom that what I'm going to do, since this game has like a storyline split at some point during the game, I'm going to make 2 different playlists, and I'm going to upload the videos that are up to the split on both playlists, so you'll watch the same missions twice, you know, sorry about that. Whether or not I will use the same recordings of the missions for both playlists, I have no idea yet. I might do, I might not, depends on my feelings, and whether I want to record the same missions again. Though at the storyline split, there are some missions that are still going to be the same, and the brilliant thing about this game is some of the missions are perfectly parallel to each other, whereas a mission for one faction is actually like going against the mission for another faction. It's like in Red Alert 2 when you play that mission where you got to say protect Einstein's Black Forest lab, and then in Yua's Revenge you have to take Einstein's Black Forest lab. You know, there's 2 missions on this where they're exactly the same mission, it's just you play on a different side. Essentially, there's a couple of missions like that really, especially like the final battle, and 1 or 2 other ones, but some of the missions are going to be just exactly the same no matter what you play, like the arenas, if you want to play in the arenas, which I might do, and that sort of thing. I will continue to use the refill ammunition sheet as much as possible, because I don't like rebuying all the weapons, especially if it's weapons that I can't buy yet that I'm using. As you progress through the game, you'll get more and more weapons unlocked, and you'll eventually have every single weapon by the time you get to the last mission. When you get to the last mission, you don't really need all the fucking weapons anyway, it's bloody pointless. But yes, so we're going to move along. There's the job board. As you know, I was sentenced to exile, and these 2 are the companies that are the branching storyline: Galspan and Bora. Now at some point you'll have the choice of withdraw from independence for Bora, or taking independence, which is Galspan, and that's what splits your storyline. So once you get to that one, if you decide to take one or the other, I'd save before doing that, copy your profile, and then carry on. So fully outfitted here with my weapons. I'm actually using the swarm missiles. I tested them earlier being between this video and the previous one, which is actually somewhere over the course of yesterday, and firing them doesn't crash my game. So before I actually well no, I'll show you when I come back. Turn booster off. Boost! So got swarm missiles and got 2 lots of sunspots. Got my EMP projector, got my glint light laser. It was the smart shields that were fucking up me this den, so I took them off in favour of a radiation shield. You're going to need a radiation shield for later on in the game, so you might as well get it soon, no rather than later.
Venetian, let's go.
Wait, isn't this the guy? Yeah, it is! This is that guy. I didn't know we had that mission yet. That's a nice base. It's a very nice base, that is. Alpha Control is the building that I just came out of, basically. The enemy missions for Alpha Control are neutral, and will usually only be attacked by pirates. Oh dear, well that doesn't sound very good.
Venetian, you shouldn't throw away your escorts. He might have helped you. Now prepare to be boarded.
Oh, slag. Logan, I'll renew the contract. Just get these guys off me. Hang on, Venetian. I'm not gonna let you die out here.
And everyone bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Or either disable him or destroy him, okay? Actually, during the when you start getting wingmen, there is a couple of wingmen that will actually have the ability to.
I'm sorry for what I said earlier. Save it, Venetian. Let's just get to the Independence so you can dock and I can get paid. Thanks again, Logan. I'm sorry I called you a convict. You're all right.
That was nice of him. Well, that's what happened. When you get framed for a crime, mate, everyone believes it. And of course, out here, no one knows the truth. You know, you're out in the sticks, as they call it. You know, and bastard, that's a big base. Where is he? There he is. Hello. That's a big station. Looks fucking awful. I hate navigating that mess. In you go, Venetian.
My work here is finished. Yep, time to head back to the base.
I don't know if there's any crates floating around this base. I will have a look while I'm around here. Some of these gaps you can fly through if you've got a small enough ship. The gate blocked. Well, that's because there's a giant building in the way. And depending on who you decide to play as, because this is that base as the turning point of the mission. Yeah, that's Independence base. That's one you're either taking or defending, or sorry, taking or withdrawing from. So there's a hub. Jump to the frontier. Now, one thing I will say, I'll stop right here. I don't want to check this nav boy out in a minute. After floating through this building, one thing I did notice was during the mission where the medical station blew up, there's an extra jump gate in the sector. It's not in the sector, but you can select it and fly to it. You can use the say R cheat to open it, and that sort of thing. And it's a sector that says Sol. Now Sol was where we actually were. It was a sector we were actually in. But it says the distance is miles and miles and miles away. So during the course of that mission, last time I played, one of the times I played it, the last time I played this game, you know, before starting to record it, I flew over towards it, opened it, and then went through it. My suggestion to you is, don't do that. Don't go over to it and fly through it, because all it does is stall your game out, basically. Is there nothing in here? I guess not then. Let's head over to this navigational buoy. Or navigational buoy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I usually call them buoys. For some reason Americans call them buoys. I mean, I've heard them called very weird things. I've heard them called buoys, buoys, and various other things. But I've never heard them called buoys. Head to the navigational buoy. Buoy, eh? That was a type of knife. This looks like some kind of scrapyard. That's a very nice looking station. Yeah, well, for one in the middle of a scrapyard, yeah. See if I can't get a flyby shot when I go to the thing. Ready? Ha! Oh look, a flyby. Do 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 do. Watching in slow motion. I think this is the police base. It might be wrong. But I'm sure that's the police base. I actually have to say, watching this game is nowhere near as fun as playing it, and also watching the game is less tedious than playing it as well. Where did I just come out of? I just came out of there, didn't I? Yeah, Star Patrol Far Post. What's here in the industrial sector? I'll just, I'll explore a little. There aren't that many sectors that you can go into anyway, there's only, whatever's in here and whatever they lead to. Let's the Training Centre is another rare ring course. And the last time I played through this game, I went through the ring course, and I went through every single course of rings inside it. I've never done anything more tedious in my entire life. I think there's about 10 courses, if that. It's just a bunch of rings, you fly through them one after the other. What have we got here? Hera sector. Doesn't look to be any loot in here. No asteroid fields or anything. So what if I can get through there? Nope. Oh shit, I'm stuck. I think that's a bit smaller than I expected it to be. That's what she said. Just wait for my shield to refill a little. Actually, I can, yeah. I wonder. I've never used it for this. Oh, it does work. Oh. All this time I've been playing this game, I've never noticed that works for that. I know it refills your laser weapon and your afterburner, but I never knew it refilled your shields. Ooh. That looks nice. Nice planet. We've got here a landing pad. Yeah, landing pad. Oh, and if you haven't realised, whichever faction you decide to play as, you get clearance to go to that faction's hole, so that's Galspan's hole. It means you can't go into the other faction's hole. It's not like Freelancer where you can just go anywhere you want, regardless of who you're friendly with. Although I wouldn't recommend going to places where you're not friendly with the police or something. But yeah, it's not like that. It's like once you've picked a faction to be allied with out of the two, that's it. You can't go to the opposite person and go, oh, I want to work for you. It's when you switch from being a freelancer pilot or an independent star pilot, as they call it on this game, to being a pilot for a specific faction, and that's it. And if you don't like the faction you picked, well, that's just tough shit for you. So I like the autopilot feature in this though. It really cuts down the time of having to fly everywhere. Right, what's the next nearest one? Combat training, let's the training, honour. Combat training, let's the training, industrial, star patrol, yeah. Let's the training is obviously just the rings. Combat training is obviously just a place where you do combat training. Obviously. I don't think you'll find any loot in the training areas. Loot is scattered around in some weird places in this game. You'll find it in asteroid fields, mainly. You can't pick up weapons or anything. Like it's not Freelancer. You can't pick up weapons. You can't pick up ejected pilots and go and sell them to starbases. You're not going to get hassled for any drugs you might have on your ship. Which I guess is a good thing. So what do we got here? We've got a station. We have an asteroid field. Well, since I'm pointing straight at it, I'll go to the station first. Because some stations, like this one, have a dome, and some stations will have loot, like, right on the dome. So you'll do a flyover of the dome and like some loot will pop up and you'll go, oh look, loot. It looks like they're growing a little forest in there for some reason. Whoa, oh, I thought that was another. Far sight. Well, I'll go back to where the alpha jump is. Now I'll go through the asteroid field to far sight. Now sometimes you have to shoot asteroids to see if they've got loot on them, and sometimes you just have to fly close enough to them. I don't know how close, because I've never really worked it out before. Oh, what's that? A light freighter. Heavy freighter. Refined metals. Deuterium fuel cells. There's a hidden mission in this. In if you're playing Galspan, there's a hidden mission, and I will be getting it, and I will be doing it. So, well, that's way later to come. So if I have uploaded these videos for, if I uploaded these exact videos also for the Bora campaign, then I will explain a bit later as we start the Bora missions. What mission that is and how it can be obtained, and I'll know because I'm playing Galspan first. So I mean I remember how to do it anyway, but it's just to confirm that I know how to do it basically. I don't think there's nothing in this asteroid field. It's a nice station though, it's a pretty cool looking station. I could use a map here to show you basically what's there. But there's a frontier region. Doesn't matter who you play with, which side you play on, you can go to the frontier, you can go to Twilight, and you can go to Ripstar. So you can go to those three regions. If you pick Galspan, you can go to the Galspan region, and if you pick Bora, you can go to the Bora region. You don't fly to these places yourself, you select it in the mission thing, and as soon as you take off it autopilots you straight there. You can't control it. There's nothing here. It's fucking pointless. Also, I think Honor Sector, which is what we're in now, is where the jump is to Bora space. I might be wrong. That's pretty much all the places you can go to here. Someone just came online on Skype. Right, so back into this place. Now if I roll, no that's not roll. If I roll and boost, I can show you what I meant. Was it the last recording or the first recording? How you can manipulate the way you enter a station. It only works for this station and I think one other. But basically if I fly in like this, if it actually fucking works, and in this game you can afterburn it in reverse. So basically, if I have to burn straight into the station and then point my ship this way, this is what happens. Yeah, coming at an angle. It's a bit of fun you can have while entering the station. Might as well. So now the first wingman is available. Pixie Carol. I'll do about Alpha Control mission. Here's wingmen. This is where you get to get wingmen. The first one's this attractive looking chick called Pixie. That girl we met earlier, of course, Samantha Crawley. She'll appear in this list somewhere. Now Pixie Carol is flying this ship. It's not a very good ship, really. It's better than the Mako, but you can't actually buy this ship, so yeah. Renowned for easygoing attitude and keen sense of humour, Carol makes for an excellent flight companion. Previous to her career as an independent star pilot, Carol flew for Nebula Tours as a pilot hostess. Bored with rehashing the same jokes about constellations and planetary names day after day, she decided to take on a more challenging career. She has scored extremely well on her advanced pilot course, but has yet to be rated for targeting accuracy. And it also tells you what weapons she carries. She carries an EMP projector and a heavy mining laser on that ship. I think she has 2 of each gun, I think. Or she might have 2 lasers and 1 EMP, I don't know. So you can tell her to disable a ship.
So, Pixie, how'd you like working for Nebula Tours?
Sometimes I forget that I left them. Notice the bright star on your right. Would you believe it's called the Dog Star? Seriously.
Dog Star, serious? I get it. That's awful.
I know. Shoot me if I do that again. Please.
That's hilarious. Saying that, you can actually shoot your wingmen and destroy them, so they never appear on the list again. There's one guy I do love to shoot, but he doesn't come till later. I'm going to switch my sunspots for Tesla EMP missiles. Guided and with a slow lock on. There's a difference between a swarm missile and a sunspot missile. It isn't really that much. They're both guided and they both do the same amount of damage, but the swarm missile just looks better. So we have a shuttle. We have a science vessel. There's Pixie, right, hello Pixie. Now I don't know. Wingman control, wingman controls. Wingman controls. Wingman commands F5. That's it, F9. Yeah, I've got cover me, follow me, attack target, escort target, disable target, and return to base. So 5.
Right.
I will be setting that as button 6, so it goes along next to this. But yeah, because all the way up there on the F buttons, I'm not going to be knowing where the fuck it is all the time. So I'll do this mission. I think I'll call it a day.
Alpha Control to Logan. The situation is real much worse.
Well, they can stop, and there is a way. And I'll be showing you the way to stop the ship quickly. I ignore what it tells me to do, and I just do this, because eventually it tells you to do this anyway.
This is Hospital Frigate Blackwell. We are on a collision course with an asteroid field and cannot cut our thrust or change direction.
This is Jake Logan. I'm here to help.
Clear as a path before we're pulverized. We've got over 100 people on board.
And that should be the end of that.
Did it, Logan. We thought we were gone for sure. Thank you.
No problem, Blackwell. I'll get him to send out a repair ship for you.
We definitely appreciate that. We'll sit tight here.
Basically, they wanted me to, you know, clear a path for them with the asteroids, which can be quite difficult, especially that big one. It's a right pain in the arse, that one. And I think you get halfway through this asteroid field before they fucking tell you to shoot their engines out instead. I'm quite sure there's some crates in here. Oh, and yeah, this asteroid field doesn't really appear until you start this mission, so yeah, that's how that works. Oh, there we go. Hello, it's great there. See what I mean? You just gotta fly around, mate, and you'll find them. Probably some medical supplies. Ooh. It is, if you know where to take it. So there's the jump to Frontier. I just got a text message. Sorry about that. I had to have a look at that. I can still keep my headphones on, and I was autopiloting anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. I didn't have to cut anything out. These fucking big Star Patrol ships, they're fucking good, aren't they? Like a fucking dreadnought. I've sure seen the design somewhere before, but yeah. I sometimes like to get that ship in the flyby if I can. Of course, one drawback of having a wingman is you give them a cut of the money that you earn. Some of the wingmen are robots, but you still pay them money. That's weird. So that's a quick way of beating that mission, really. All you basically do is you just shoot the engines out of the ship as soon as you get there. You just shoot the power plant on the back. You don't even have to select the power plant. You just have to fly up to the back at the top of the ship and blast away at it. And you know, that's a quick way of defeating that mission. And I think they put that in there as like the first time you play through it, you're going to get to know that you meant to shoot out the back of the engine, and then the second time you're going to do it before you're even told to, and realise that you can end the mission earlier. I do love that ship. I don't like these giant frigates that fly around, they look fucking awful. I can now buy a lock-on warning. Lock-on warnings are alright, it tells you if someone's firing a missile at you. Or if someone's about to fire a missile at you. But it's no good without lock-on defense. Of course, lock-on warning and lock-on defense both take up slots in your ship. And since you only have a certain number of slots, it's worthless to have them. But lock-on defense allows you to fire ECMs, which don't always work. And unlike Freelancer, you can't blast the missiles out of the sky in this one. So apparently my wingman only wants 5% of my money. That's good. Check the news, maybe.
Pilot sentenced to exile.
Rise of wingman.
Carlsbad to take Independence Base from Aura.
Cinder Station needs emergency medical supplies. If you pick up medical supplies, always take them to Cinder Station. And you'll only start getting medical supplies after being exiled from Sol Space. So, as soon as you end up in this place, you can start finding medical supplies. Take them straight to Cinder Starbase, because that's the only place that'll buy them. Basically. So what did I pick? I picked up some contraband. I'll get 850 off them, and I have to sell them to a guy called Armin. And you can only sell them to him, I think, after you do a mission where you have to sell stuff to him, because his landing pad doesn't become active until then. So yeah, it's going to be a while. Don't worry, no one's going to try and destroy me because I'm carrying them around. This isn't Freelancer. I'm not going to have police telling me to drop my cargo. You can't drop your cargo anyway. Should I do a third job? Should I do a third job? Should I do a third job? No, I'll leave it at that. Fuck it. So, thank you for watching this video, and I'll carry on with these two jobs in the next video, and you'll get to see the difference between the two companies. At least we got to see my wingman. Didn't really see him in action. There's no fucking fighting in that mission. But one of these next two missions will have fighting in it. Don't always pick the newest wingman as soon as they arrive, unless you think they are better than your current one. One that can disable ships is one of the best ones to have. And also one with fucking good missiles is also the best one to have. Like some of the later guys. I mean, Pixie's a bit crap, but yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part very soon.